Hey, what's up guys, it's Matt here, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing this UCS Republic Gunship. And after having this in hand for about a week now, this is by far like one of my favorite UCS sets of all time. It is just so amazing, and I'm glad that they finally made a UCS set from the prequel. So it's really exciting, and I can't wait to go through every single little detail in this set. So I actually came out with an unboxing and speed build of this set, so I will have that linked up in the right corner as well as in the description. So feel free to check that out as well. But in this video, I will simply just be going over everything in this set, including the minifigures, all of the functions, just all of the details, everything like that. So just to get some set information out of the way real quick, this is the Republic Gunship, the UCS or Ultimate Collector Series version. It is recommended for ages 18 and up, so it's part of, the adult line of Lego sets there. It is set number 75309 and contains 3,292 pieces, so it makes a pretty good price to part ratio there, coming in at $350. And actually the first few batches of boxes for this set will actually have the wrong logo in the top left corner of the box. So as you can see, it is the Imperial logo instead of the Republic logo. So I have no idea how that slipped through all of the levels of design and checks for this set to actually be produced. But they made a mistake. I guess everybody is bound to make a mistake at some point. But yeah, I just think that's really funny that they have the Imperial logo for this set in the box. So I think that all of these boxes are gonna have the same Imperial logo until like November, December of this year, and then they're finally gonna switch them out. But I mean, I guess it makes this box a little bit more collectible than when the other ones come out with the correct logo. But yeah, I'm just glad that at least they got the logo correct on the actual set, because that's really what matters in the long run. So I'm glad they got that right. But actually what's kind of funny about that is that the whole Bad Batch show and everything that just recently they just came out with the last episode, they're transitioning from the Republic to the Empire, right? So I just think that's kind of funny, because you see some gunships in that show, so I guess it could technically be an Imperial gunship if they were going for a gunship from that time period of the Bad Batch. So I mean, technically it could be an Imperial gunship. So I just think that's kind of funny as well, with the whole Bad Batch show coming out. Anyway, I just absolutely love this set, and I can't wait to show you guys all of the amazing details of this set. So without further ado, let's get into the review. All right, so the first thing I wanted to talk about is just the sheer scale of this thing. Before I started building it, I didn't even really have an idea of how big this thing was actually going to be, because I've only had the play scale or around minifigure scale sets that Lego has come out with. That's the only scale that they've made of this set, except for a couple miniature versions and stuff like that. But we've never had a gunship at this size, which I think it's pretty cool, because I really like the UCS size of ships. It's just a real presence in the room when you have it displayed. But this thing is just massive. I have the UCS Millennium Falcon over here, and literally the wingspan is as wide or even a little bit wider than the UCS Falcon over here. So that just gives you a little size comparison there. And then of course we have the minifigures down here, so that gives you a little bit of a scale there. But this thing is just so massive, and you just have one bag for either wing too. They're that big that you need one bag of parts just for one of the wings. They're built separately in the instructions and everything like that. So yeah, building this thing was so much fun. There are so many really cool techniques used throughout this entire thing. So let's just start out with the front right here. We get this very elegant shaping that just works so perfectly with this set. You know, you have that sort of lime green accents there at the front, and there were some really cool techniques used with studs on the side and everything with that. These ball turrets right here, like in previous versions of the gunships, like all of the play scale versions, there were problems with these sort of like wobbling side to side and coming off pretty easily, but these are connected super well, and they even have these like newer quarter circle pieces there for that detailing, which is super accurate to the actual gunship. But yeah, these rotate all the way around. I just keep them straight because that's what I think looks the best, but you know, you can have it like this, or you know, however you want those positioned. And then up here to the main cockpits, these two pieces are actually printed, which is pretty nice. And then it's a little bit difficult to get these off because, you know, they're just studded in with 4 studs on the top and then 2 studs right here. But there's not any like jumper plates or anything that allow you to like take these off super easily, but it's still not super difficult to take these off. But we have these seats right here that you can kind of adjust a little bit, and then you have a control panel in there, and then same thing with this top one. And this piece is actually different than this one right here, as you can see, which is actually accurate to an actual Republic gunship. And I actually saw on Instagram that people were making their own like clone troopers that are actually scaled perfectly to this gunship, so that was really cool. I might have to make a couple of those and, you know, have some clone troopers in there and like in the pilot seats and stuff. So that would be an awesome little mod to make to this set, to actually have like figures that are scaled perfectly to this instead of like these just regular minifigures that don't really look good in the cockpits of the gunship. So that's always an option. I thought that was really cool when I saw those on Instagram. But yeah, moving over here, we have these like panels right here that sort of just like fit in with Technic pieces, and so that looks really nice as well. Some stickers right along here, and then studs on the side, Techniques right here, and this angle just matches perfectly with this whole section right here. There's no gap. It's so seamless. I love how they accomplished that as well. And then we have the Republic logo here. That is a sticker as well. It was kind of confusing in the instructions on like which orientation to put the Republic logo, and so one of them I actually put on incorrectly, and then I looked up like how the actual Republic logo looked, and it was like this, with like this going vertical, this horizontal, and then, you know, crossed like that. So I put one of them on incorrectly, so I had to do a little bit of surgery with a X-Acto knife to pry that back off and put it on correctly. But I'm glad that all worked out, but it was just a little bit confusing in the instructions, but I got it all figured out, so that's good. And then down here we have the bubble turrets on the sides, which these just look incredible. When they first announced this set, the one thing that I didn't really know how they were going to do is these bubble turrets right here, but I just think they did an incredible job with these two 8x8 half dome pieces, and then this little like brick built piece going down the center, and then these like laser beams right here as well. But you can in fact open these up, and then there's a seat in there, so you can, you know, fit somebody in there as well. So that's really cool. And then these are just attached right here to the center of the gunship, so you can take them off if you really want to. And, you know, if you wanted to mod like a second door like you see in the Clone Wars for those gunships that can go to outer space as well, you can do that. So I kind of like how it's just like connected in there with Technic, so you can take them off or mod it however you would like. But that would be really cool to make like the second sliding door right here. That would be an awesome mod to make. But yeah, this is the same on the other side as well. You got two of these, and then they move pretty much however you want them to move. You can even like store them back. But yeah, you can even store them back in here and then, you know, shut the door if you want to, but that's not a super great look. So I just, you know, keep them out like this. I think that's the best look for the gunship. So yeah, that's the bubble turrets. Those are very nicely built. And then I guess we'll just take a look at the inside right here. But we have some of these like trans blue studs right here lining the inside of the gunship, and then these red stripes right here. So I think they did a pretty good job at making this area presentable, because I mean, it is just an open space, because you know, you got to fit a ton of troops in there to bring to battles. And then in the back here, there's kind of this post, which is pretty simplistic. And then we have two control panels on either side with some of these like bars that people can hang on to throughout the flight. And then these doors right here also open like that and then close. It's just a pretty simple arm mechanism there, but I think the doors look super well at this angle and everything. So that looks super great. And then moving to the back, there is this little door compartment that opens up. I think it would have been really nice to have like a miniature speeder or something, like they do in the other versions of like the Lego sets, like the Playscale sets. But this does open, that is accurate to an actual gunship, and then it just studs back in right there. So pretty simple little door mechanism there, but I really like how they integrated that into the set. And then back here, we've got this turret, which you have absolutely no problems of it like falling out or anything like that, which is super nice. So yeah, that moves around. And then this whole like back section was super satisfying to build, because like you build all of this like right here and up here and like this little part, and then it all just kind of like folds up together and then snaps into place. It was like super satisfying. And then back here, we also have like some of these grills right here for the back exhausts. And then coming back up here to the rockets, this is such a cool feature. I kind of wish there was like a little like gear or something you could twist in the back and then these would go, but I do like how they spin in opposite directions if you just go like that. So that's super accurate to what you see in Attack of the Clones, especially with these like exposed rockets. So that's awesome to see. We have a couple more sticker detailing right here on either of those tiles. Got a sticker right here as well with this little section in the front, and then we have the two larger cannons at the top. There's some stickers right here because, I mean, Lego doesn't really have a piece like that, like for the corner. Because if you look at an actual gunship, there's like this little sliver of red that just goes right here on either side. So, I mean, they pretty much had to have stickers for those, but it does look pretty nice. And then there's just like a giant Technic rod going through either of these cannons right here. And then either wing, like these wings are massive and they're like pretty heavy too. But they use some pretty cool techniques, like getting this slope right here with the tiles. So that was really cool. There's a sticker right there as well. And then you have these laser cannons as well with those bubble turrets. One on the top, one on the bottom. So that's really cool. And then one on the other side as well. And then just all the sloping and just like all of the shaping and the colors and everything is just super accurate. They really tried to do everything they could without using stickers, just getting all of those details exactly correct. But man, this set is just so awesome. I absolutely love it. And then the final little thing is this stand right here, which you can pause this if you want to and read all of that on there, but it does come with an information plaque like all of the UCS sets do, which is pretty cool. And then now to the minifigures, which are pretty controversial, and most people absolutely hate these minifigures. But honestly, I don't really care because I'm not spending $350 for two minifigures. I'm spending $350 for the actual gunship. So I'm glad that we at least even got minifigures in the first place. But we do have two exclusive minifigures. We got Mace Windu right here, and the part that makes him exclusive is these like little dust particles on his robes from Geonosis, and then he has some more dust particles there on the back. But overall, a solid looking minifigure. I haven't gotten a Mace Windu minifigure since like 2008, so I guess it's a nice way to get him in a set. And then his face is also exclusive as well. So Mace Windu there with his purple blade, and then we also get a yellowish orange commander. And then we also get a yellowish orange commander, which you see in the Battle of Geonosis. So this is pretty nice. I don't think we've gotten a clone commander in like this shade of like yellowish orange before, so it's a really cool update. He's got some nice printing there on the legs, the toes, the torso, his helmet, and also on the back. And then he has like the newer style face there, which looks very nice, very accurate to how all of the clones look. So yeah, that is the 2 minifigures you get. I'm glad that we just even got minifigures, so that's pretty cool that you can just display those with the set as well. And then also the stand. This set, I find that the easiest way to pick it up is literally just from the center right here. But it is very back heavy, but you can just literally pick it up. It's really solid. There's a nice Technic frame in there that makes the whole thing just super solid. You can literally pick it up from anywhere. But this is the stand. You can kind of see right here how the gunship actually attaches. So if we grab the gunship again, so there's a little 2x2 open space right here, and then you just fit that right into that piece, and then the rest of it just rests down on the front part right there. So that's really cool. And I really like how they have the stand angled like that, because in actual universe, you know, the gunship doesn't take off like this. It kind of like leans forward like this and then takes off. So I really like how they did that. So it's almost like, you know, the ship is just like dropping down or like taking right off after dropping off some troops. So that's really cool. I absolutely love how the stand is angled like that. All right, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this review on the UCS Republic Gunship. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like down below if this is one of your favorite UCS sets of all time, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.